Hi, Instagram, and welcome back to another episode of the Millennial Fuck Up. And today's topic is going to be on backlash. Backlash on posts, stories that maybe, that happens. And it happens a lot, you know what I mean? I see it a lot on social media. I see it on platforms all the time, and it happens, you know what I mean? Either good or bad, it always happens. And I really wanted to talk about a post that I made a couple months ago, I really don't remember when I posted it, but I really wanted to talk about this post. I was thinking about what topic should I talk about, and this came to mind. Now, the story that I'm going to talk about is I had 2 people backlash at me. Meanwhile, the rest were good. So I'm not going to show you the post, the story. I need to stop saying story. So the story, not the post, the story that I posted was months ago, or a couple months ago. I really don't remember the timeline of this post. But basically in this post, I wasn't wearing a mask. Meanwhile, I was in a store because number one, I forgot, and I am in the state of Utah, so we don't really have as strict restrictions as many other states do, such as California. And not only was I not wearing a mask, but I kind of explained a little bit about the election. And that was it. So, and I kind of spoke about after the election, how is it that now the pandemic is starting to slow down, or, whatever like that. Something that I didn't think twice about. Does that make sense? And I have to admit, my stories don't get a lot of attention. You know what I mean? My average is about 100 people viewing my stuff, but that day, so my average is 150, and the most that I've seen all the time is 200, but that particular story almost reached 400 views, and I couldn't believe it. I seriously couldn't believe it. I was like, how is this getting so much attention? I don't remember putting, I don't even know. But yeah, so that story did get a lot of attention. I don't know how many people saw that, and I didn't even check the people who viewed it. I just, the only thing that I do is just see how many people. I don't check the people who actually view my stuff. And I had two backlashes. One was from a family member, extended family member who is a cousin of mine. And the second one was from a fake account. I don't know who this person is because they made a complete different fake account. So I don't know personally who that person is. So yeah, so that was basically the post. I really don't remember what exactly I posted, and I'm pretty sure I could check, but I'm not going to check because I'd rather leave that in the past. So that is why I'm making this video, to completely leave it in the past and explain, a little bit of the backlash. So, I want to talk about the first backlash. I'm not going to talk about my cousin. I'm going to talk about the fake account. I have my iPad here so I can read it off, not go off of my phone. So this person made a fake account, and I know it was a female. And this female, her fake profile's name is Lexi Rodriguez 89. Lexi, or whoever the fake you are, I don't know who you are, and I don't want to know. And if I follow you, I really hope I can unfollow you, because I really don't know. Or if you don't follow me, whatever it is, I'm really happy that you don't follow me. But just know that karma is going to get you sooner or later. She always creeps up, and she is always watching. So you maybe won't pay for it, but maybe your kids will, and you will see it. Okay. So, and not just that, but my parents taught me, más calladita, más bonita. So I don't know how you were raised, but that was really nasty what you did, and karma's gonna get you, girl. I already know it, because karma is beautiful, and even though she gets me right up in the ass, she is beautiful, okay? So Miss Lexi Rodriguez 89, she put, God, you're a fucking idiot, fat bitch. You don't look cool, pendeja. You look like a fucking fool. Second message. What the fuck can you expect from someone who follows PHP, though? Scamming organization. Educate yourself, a dumb bitch. Go to school. I guess this person does not know my level of education. And that's fine, because I could care less. I am not someone who needs validation from strangers saying congratulations. You know what I mean? And what's it called? And I'm not going to lie to you. I responded and I said, I pray for you. And she just went on. She was saying, like, you're a fat bitch, you're a pig, and all this other stuff, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, that's nasty, you know? And I'm not gonna lie to you. I shouldn't have engaged. But unfortunately, I did. I learned my lesson. So whatever troll or whatever person like that, I'm just going to delete or block. It really doesn't matter because I could care less. But yeah, so Lexi Rodriguez 89, I know you're a female because you kept on calling me sis. So, you know, whatever it is, I could care less. But let's just pray for Lexi, everyone. Okay? Now, And even though, so with Lexi's post, I actually posted her DM, her messages on my story. So many people reached out. Like, it is so crazy how this one person who I actually posted her messages on social media, I received so many positive feedback, and I understand so many people viewed my story. But it is so crazy. Out of those 400, and guys, let's admit it, every single time we see a post, we're like, oh, you're so stupid, oh, you're so ignorant, A, B, C, and D, you know, but we don't like take action on people's opinions, you know what I mean? Because that's the freedom of speech. Unfortunately, a lot of people don't agree, but they have a lot of balls to be like, you're wrong, to be calling you all these stupid things, right? But unfortunately, that's the way that social media works, unfortunately. And, you know, I guess you just gotta move on. I mean, and for me, I really did pray to God for this person. But, yeah, so, and that's just the way it is, because I've seen people, you know, post stories, and I really don't agree. But am I gonna take action? No. And neither should you, or if you think about taking action or you thought about actions before, we've all been there. So don't even sweat it. Just, you know, just keep it to yourself, I guess you can say. I mean, if you want to. Don't take my advice, guys. And that is something that I totally want you guys to understand, is that my brand, I'm speaking off of my experiences. You don't have to take my opinion. And if you don't like my opinion or don't like my advice or anything, keep comments to yourself. I mean, I can handle the comments, because the only thing I have to do is just block, delete, and that's it. But you know what I mean? It's just a level of education and respect, you know, and unfortunately a lot of people don't have respect. So we just gotta move on. So now the second backlash that I had out of that post, because I really haven't had really much backlash on any of my posts except for truly this one. And the second one is a family member. She is a cousin, unfortunately. If you're offended by what I'm going to say, then please stop watching. But if you're not, it's totally okay. But this particular person, I have never, ever had a good relationship with her or her intermediate family, except for her older brother. And her older brother does truly have all of my respect because of everything that he has been through, everything he has done for me and for my family. And he does a lot for my family up until this day, but that's the only person who I feel has earned my respect. Because if you respect my parents, I'm going to respect you, and I'm going to hold you to a really high pedestal. And since I've never had a really good relationship with her, I've never seen myself like her as an idol to me. I never admired her. So I remember years ago she did follow me on social media, but I never followed her back because, just like I said, I've never seen her as an idol, and I don't really like following family on social media, just because I know within my extended family there are a lot of chismosos, a lot of snitches, a lot of talkers, and I don't roll with that. So that's why I don't really follow a lot of family members back or anything like that. That's just my opinion, because I feel like with your extended family, you don't owe them anything. The only people that you owe your respect to, I feel like, in my opinion, is intermediate. And I respect my parents, I respect my siblings. I do hold them on a high pedestal, and if anyone were to F with them, best believe you're gonna get my back or anything like that. That's just me, you know what I mean? Because respect is really big for me. And so this person, this cousin of mine, she commented on my story. She put, "That's not something to test. I'm seeing people dying from COVID every day, and you're being irresponsible. You're not a scientist, so no need for your own studies." Let me give you a little backstory before I continue. So this cousin, she is actually a nurse, or I think she's a nurse. I don't know. The last time I heard was that she was teaching, so I really don't know, and I don't really care to know. But she was saying, and I just want to do a little disclaimer. The reason why I'm talking about this is because of, Backlash. And I just want to put it out there, especially for people who are struggling with family. I want this for you guys, but if you guys have other things to say, then that's fine. So, she's a nurse, so of course she sees the nasty stuff. I'm not a person to watch the news. I'm not really searching for it. I'm not really paying attention to whatever is going on in the world. I'm not looking at social media platforms or anything like that for the pandemic or the illnesses that are going on right now, because that's just me. So just like I said, so maybe she sees the nasty stuff, and just like she said, I'm seeing people die. You know what I mean? So she sees the ugliness that a lot of us who aren't on the front lines don't see. And she doesn't understand that there is a lot of people who don't see that. So I'm pretty sure if I was on the front lines just like with her, then I would have a totally different perspective. But since I'm not, I don't have that perspective just like her. Just like I've said, a lot of us, we have different opinions. We all have different perspectives, etc. So I feel like she needs to understand that is why, and I totally get why she's sending me messages. But this is my response. "Thank you for your opinion. I respect your line of work, but I respect everyone's opinions, no matter if I agree or not. Everyone thinks differently. Number 1, I did not ask for your opinion. Number 2, I never ever said that I was a scientist. If by me being irresponsible ticks you off, you can most definitely unfollow me," with a kissy heart face emoji. And she responded, "Ha ha ha ha, Nat, you're cute. I hardly respected your opinion because I never came to terms with respecting you. I know who you truly are beneath the imaging you're trying to portray. You're looking real flashy while your family pays for your bills. Cute. But you're right, girl. I can unfollow you, but I won't be until after I tell you that you can have your opinion, but nonetheless, you're being irresponsible. But I mean, it makes sense if you profit off of others' misfortune. Sleep tight, baby girl. I needed this." And the only thing that I responded was thank you with the heart, and that was it. Because I'm not going to defend myself with someone who is so ignorant, who doesn't know me, who doesn't pay for my bills, who doesn't know the new version or seasons of me, because I know a lot of people like to say seasons. And in reality, I'm just not going to defend myself with someone who doesn't even know me, who truly doesn't know me. And that's just my opinion. I'm not going to defend myself. And I know to a lot of you guys, it's going to seem rude, but that whole entire thing, but I could truly care less. I mean, honestly, she blocked me and I never followed her back. And she blocked me, and that's totally fine. Do I need her? Absolutely not. Am I going to respect her if I see her? Of course, because my parents taught me the most utmost respect for people, no matter if they stomp on you, kick on you, push you in the water. Like, it really doesn't matter. But that's how my parents raised me. And yeah, and she has a daughter, guys. And I just think that just like I said previously, karma is going to bite you right back in the ass. And I don't know if it's going to be with her or her child, but it's really sad for a mother to be acting that way. And if you're a family member and you're watching this, I'm pretty sure we all know who we're talking about. And if you want to talk or something, that's totally fine. But just like I said, I'm very easy to cut off people, so I'm not afraid to continue cutting people off as long as my intermediate circle is tight. That's all that matters to me, because no one else does anything for me. You know what I mean? So yeah, and I'm very thankful that I've had those experience that experience with that particular post, because I am for sure more cautious of what I put out there. I mean, I'm not really cautious, you know what I mean, because I know myself, and nothing can hurt me in reality. I mean, except for what my parents say. But what's it called? Yeah, I really am grateful that I learned from those posts, and that's the beauty of growing up and being a millennial and learning, is that you learn. And yes, it might have been so ugly for me to do that. I know, because reflecting back, but I'm not ashamed of what I did, because it put me into perspective of who to continuously cut off from my family, to not deal with BS. But I'm also to think twice before posting something like that ever again. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed today's video of the millennial fuck up, this episode. And if you guys have any questions or anything like that, or if you guys would like for me to clarify on something, please give me a comment or DM. If it's inappropriate, best believe I'm gonna delete or block, whatever it may be. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it ran a little bit longer than I expected, because I don't want my videos to drag along over 15 minutes. But unfortunately, it did again this time. So I will see you guys next week on a new episode. Bye, Instagram.